Hello everyone, this is Alex with the Sachem Public Library, and today we will be going over how to create a design for a cutting board to be used with our laser engraver. To start, we'll need to go to canva.com. If you don't have a Canva account, hit the sign up button and you can sign up with Google, Facebook, or your email address. So you put in your name, your email, and then hit get started. If you already have an account, hit login and then choose your sign-in method here. Okay, so now that we're logged in, you'll see this home screen here. What we're going to need to do is we're going to create a design custom for our cutting board that we're going to be using. So if you signed up for the cutting board class, you're going to use custom size, and we're going to specify the size in inches. So make sure this is selected here. The width of our cutting board is going to be 7.9 inches, and the height of our cutting board is going to be 5.5 inches. Once those are in, hit Create New Design. And you'll be brought to an untitled design page where you can start working on your design. So you'll notice on the left-hand side here, we have a number of different categories to choose from. So we have text, elements, photos, and an area for custom uploads. So if you have your own images, text, or other things you would like to upload, such as a picture of a recipe or other things like that, you can click Upload Media, choose from your device, and then we're going to navigate to where that picture may be. So for me right here, this is going to be the canvas section, and we're going to choose this cornucopia. Now that it's uploaded, I can drag it in, and now I can put a cornucopia on my cutting board. This might be a little big, so I can size this to be about 2 inches wide, and I want that in the corner of my cutting board. Now what I can do is I could add some text onto my cutting board. So I could choose from a handful of different designs. Maybe something like that. And I can change the word here. So I can write Happy Thanksgiving. Maybe that font doesn't really match what we're looking for, so we can go ahead and get rid of that by clicking on it and hitting the delete button, or by clicking the trash can up at the top right hand side. Then we're going to delete the group. Now we can keep looking for a design that matches what we need. We can search for different types of text. Once you find the font you want, click on it, and it will drag it right in. Keep in mind that some of the fonts are not free, so if you hover over an element of text here in the bottom right corner, it will say free. That means it is free to use. Some of these elements may cost money to use. So if I wanted to use this, it may cost money, or for you to subscribe to Canva Pro in order to access those elements. So in this case, we're going to stick with the things that are labeled as free. So I can change the font here. So on the top, I'm going to have it say happy, and on the bottom, I will make it say Thanksgiving. Then I'll just shrink this down a little bit. And I can position the text where I would like on our cutting board by dragging it around. So if I want it centered, I can put it right there. Maybe I want it a little bit above center. If I had another design over here, I could put that in. So if I go to Elements, I might find a design to match what I'm looking for. Now keep in mind that everything that we're engraving is going to be black and white only. We're not going to be able to engrave anything color. So if it has color, it will appear simply as black and white. So say I want to put this turkey over here. I could drag in the turkey, and I can shrink it down. Now because this is going on a cutting board again, you don't want to add a video or anything else on here like you would with a typical design. We're going to want to stick with very simple images and text, so we don't want anything on here that's going to be super complicated. Once you have your design finished, what we can go up to over here is we can hit the download button, and it's going to ask us what format we want. Now, any of these is going to be fine except for MP4 video and GIF for engraving. So the default is PNG. I would leave it as PNG, then hit download. And it will download your design. What you need to do now in order to upload that design to us is to email us that design at studio@sachemlibrary.org, studio@sachemlibrary.org. When you send us an email, be sure to include your name, your barcode, any other relevant information that you may have, such as your phone number, and let us know that this image that you're sending to us is to be engraved on a cutting board for the cutting board class. If you instead wanted to record a recipe onto your cutting board instead of inserting text and graphics, you can start by removing these if you have put them in your document. And we can start by aligning out a recipe. So we'll add a heading. So the heading will be a title of our recipe. So I'll put that up at the top. Right there. So this line in the middle means that it's centered from the left side to the right side. So it will be always within the middle. So we'll call this Mom's Pasta Sauce. And then you can resize this text if you wanted. You can shrink it so that way it displays on different lines, or you can have it all on one line. And then up in the top left here, you can edit fonts. So anything with a crown next to it means you're going to need that Canva Pro subscription. If you do not have Canva Pro or do not want to pay for Canva Pro, scroll until you find a font that fits your needs. Let's go with this one. That looks pretty good. So now that I have the title, what I need to do now is add the rest of the recipe. Okay, so I'm going to add a subheading here, and this is where I'm going to put all of our recipe ingredients. So I will quickly do this. Okay, once we have our recipe typed out, what we can do now is we can align the recipe into the center of the page. And then we can change the text size of our recipe. If we want it a bit smaller, we can make it smaller or make it a bit bigger. And then again, we can go through and change the font. So once you find a font you want, all you need to do is click on it, and it will then change the font of that text to the entire selection. Or if you only want the font to change per line, highlight the text that you want the font changed with, and click on the new font you want, and it will change just the font of that one part of text. And again, once you have all of your fonts and everything typed out for your recipe, you can hit download, keep it as PNG. It will prepare your design. And then once it's finished, it will download that document right to your computer. And then again, you want to email that document to studio@sachemlibrary.org, studio@sachemlibrary.org. One other thing to note is up in the top left, it is notated as all changes saved. If you click home and then you go to all of your designs, you will see that the design that you were just working on is saved in Canva. So what you can do is you can go in and continue editing that design. If you wanted to recreate this at a later date on our engraver on another piece of wood, you can send this file again the same way we did last time by clicking download. You can download the PNG, and then you can email that to us, or you can use our poster printing print request page on the studio's website, and you can upload your print there. Navigate to the sachemlibrary.org homepage, then go to the studio page under Services and Resources. Scroll down, you'll see a list of our services. Right in the middle here, you have laser engraving. So if you click, please click here for more information. You will see more information about our laser engraver and the sort of things that we can complete. Please note that if you are going to bring in a custom piece of wood at a later date, the largest that we can engrave on is 12 inches by 18 inches and 4 inches deep. So if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can submit a laser engraving project to us. Once this page loads, just put in your email address, your name, your barcode, your phone number, and then it will ask you to upload your design or link your design. And then once you do that and click submit, a staff member will be in touch with you and let you know the progress of your engraving request. And then once it's ready, you can come pick it up. All right. Well, that concludes our quick tutorial on how to use Canva to create a custom design for a cutting board. I hope you all enjoyed this class. Have a great day.